Hi, my name is Jasmine and I am doing my community project on a fundraiser for third world countries. So I'm not limiting myself to only third world countries because I believe everyone needs help. So my project is actually going to be a fundraiser event, and I will have multiple fundraising events. So my first one, I actually had to prolong it because my performers weren't ready because of school and finals and sports and a whole bunch of stuff that happens, consumes their day with. So the first project will be for the Kent Meridian Pacific Islander group, along with a couple of my family members and myself doing a few performances. We will have performances that include the haka, the sasa, Tahitian dances, featuring songs that many islanders know, for example, like Whakatele, and then also Seoriana. Another thing that will be going on is I do have a GoFundMe account set up. I will provide the link for that, and I will show the flyers here as well. But with my community service project, the most of the proceeds actually, because this first round is actually in dedication to my late father, so I wanted this first round to go towards the Samoan Islands. So I will have the majority of the funds going towards the educational programs. My dad's older brother is actually the governor of American Samoa, and then my dad's other older brother is actually he's chief board in command for the education department. So I have already talked to them, and a lot of the proceeds will go towards the education systems. From first-hand experience, they could definitely use it. Yeah, they can definitely use the funds for education. However, also a small proceeds, so about 20% of all the profits will go towards the KMPI club, so that they could get new uniforms, so that they can have money, so that they could go on field trips. They're young. Why not explore and learn and live life to its fullest? Because as we all know, as we get older, it's not as easy or as simple to do those things that we used to love and enjoy all the time. So part of my project, because as I said earlier, I do want to have multiple of them. My first project is being dedicated to American Samoa. Proceeds will go towards the education. I do have a GoFundMe page account set up. I also wanted, for this first project, I wanted it to make it clear to not just the kids performing, but to the audience, to everyone who is going to be there, that this is more so bringing the community back together. Bringing culture, bringing respect and morals and values back to what some like to say how it used to be. Although granted, it wasn't always perfect. However, I do feel that personally, because I've lived all over. I've lived on the native reservations. I lived on the rock, or as many of you will say, the islands. I've lived in the city. I lived in the rural place. I've lived all over. Name it an environment, most likely I've been there. So the more I've traveled or been to places, the more deconstruction of love there is. And by doing this community service project, fundraising project, I have hope in the efforts to bring together people of the same culture, but not just that, people of other cultures, so that we all can come together as one and see that, yes, we have our differences, but our differences are what make us so glorious, so beautifully unique. those differences, instead of shunning each other, instead of getting mad and upset about each other because of our differences and always trying to prove, hey, my way is the right way. Instead, we need to shed some light and to educate and to not influence, but to empower each other. Hey, these are some of the things I really value and respect about my culture. I would like to share some with this other culture, and they can share with me so that we can have a better understanding for each other, so that we don't have wars across countries where people do not understand a simple, for example, like what a simple handshake may mean to one person in one country may mean a completely different thing to another in another country. And I think it's really important that we spread an awareness of each other and our differences. That is something that we need to celebrate and embrace and not just look down upon. For the future projects, I will be including Mr. Michael Boyser along with Miss Shamsu Isaac. They are both deeply involved in the Kent community, and I feel that this will be a very great project to do with them that will enhance my goal, which is to spread love and not hate, is to get back to our roots of peace so we can actually understand what peace may be. This project means a lot to me for multiple reasons. But it is time that we bring the people back together and live life happy. Thank you.